Morning everyone. It is Monday after Valentine's Day, National Cheap Chocolate Day. We are trying to stay warm. It's negative 18 right now. It was negative 30 when I woke up. One of the coldest days of this year for sure. Chet and Nicole took off for California yesterday, so hope everything goes well for you, Nicole. Get healthy. Can't wait to have you guys back. But while they're gone, I am going to be going through corn heads. It's very repetitive stuff, 12 rows of the same thing, but we're going to check gearboxes, changing gearbox oils, go over the gathering chains. You got bearings, polymer slides, there's shields and curtains underneath that are going to have to get replaced just from all the trash that the chopping knives throw at them throughout the year. They just get wore out. And we'll check other wear points out, get them ready to go for next year. And then after that, I suppose it'll be bean heads in here. The new draper just has 1 year on it, so there won't be much to do to that, but look it over. And then the old flex head, I'll have to shine that up so that they can sell it and get another draper in here. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. We'll go with that. To start, I am draining the row unit gearbox oil. You remove a plug out of the back, drains out 80-90, maybe about a quart of oil at the most. Pull one plug for each row unit, or each unit, each row, each unit row. 12 of them? Should have 16. It is a 790. Should get a 16 row. Or a 24. Do they make a 24? Maybe an X9 and a 24. 48? Do we just give up corn? Just go to beans and get like 50-foot drapers? Distracted. So, draining the oil out of the row unit gear case, and then since this is a chopping corn head, drain the oil out of 2 places for the chopping gear cases, and we'll fill everything back up, and it's a slow process of letting them drip out completely and get all the old oil out. You know, I am the only one here, and you could just write it down that it was done. No, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. You guys see Weston over there? Looks pretty nice. Oh yeah, let's put another obstacle in the way. Okay, got all the drain plugs out for the row unit gear cases. Behind the deck plates is the fill port and the dipstick. So I already cracked all them loose so that it could suck air through and drain the bottom out a little faster. We're still going to let them drip a little more and we'll work on something else. These corn heads have what they call ear savers on them. It's these rubber flaps. There's 2 between each row. They're supposed to catch the corn cobs. They bounce back and try to fall out the front of the head. Pretty cheap to replace, and they certainly help, and if one ever gets tore off throughout the day, it is good to stop and replace them, but we don't stop for anything because that would slow us down. So I'm going to check them now and see how many Chet burnt off throughout the year. Quick side note, I bet you if one of these was torn, it'd be the grain carter's fault. It's only fair. Alright, so I loosened all the gathering chains on this head. Took the gathering chains off the front sprocket. I'm just checking the bearing on that sprocket, and it's a good thing we did. It's got a lot of wobble, and it's real loud, sounds dry in there, so we'll replace that, but there's a chance we're going to flip the gathering chains so that they wear on the other side of the sprocket and wear the chain more evenly. So we'll probably keep the same sprocket and flip it like I said. So I'm going to press the bearing out and we can press a new one in. I wonder if they make these electrical over hydraulic. Just like that, old one's out, time to get a new one in. That didn't sound or look pretty at all. We'll go a little further. And it is good to go. So I got all the gearboxes drained out and I'm down to the last plug, but they buried it up behind this here shield. Fortunately, this shield is cracked, so I'm gonna take it off. We're gonna do a little welding and we'll take that last plug out. And then put all the plugs back in and fill them up. Actually went pretty smooth. I got all the skin on my knuckles still, full head of hair. So not too stressful, not too bloody. I think total I took out only about 4 gallons of oil across the whole head. Just time consuming and repetitive, but that's good to go. Otherwise, I got some curtains ordered, rubber flaps that hang off the back of the head. As you can see, some are missing completely. We're gonna replace them all. They're all shot on both heads actually. Got them coming, should be 3-4 days and they'll show up. And otherwise, I don't know, 5-6 weeks, should be done with the head. Chet, you better come back and do the other one. Doug and Randy had to go check on his fifth wheel camper, which sits down at a lake. Apparently the door was wide open, swinging in the wind, so not sure if the coons opened it or someone else broke in there. But hopefully that's good. I haven't heard from them. If I don't see them tomorrow, I guess it's up to me.
I think it's going to be one of the last cold days, hopefully. 23 below zero. Nikki and Chet are back down California area doing their thing. Keep up the prayers for her, as those are greatly appreciated. It's actually so cold, I got a text this morning from the local elevator where we were supposed to be hauling corn, but we decided not to because of the cold temperatures. And they actually are shut down until it does warm up. Something clearly does not look correct here. Boy, is that gonna be a tight squeeze. I think we'll be able to get it out of there. I see the furnace is making a nice ice sculpture. Yeah, that's situation. Soon I won't get in my garage door. I don't know if you can see it there. Yeah. Drips out of the pipes up there, the exhaust, causing trouble. Oh man, there's more trouble. A Ford is taking Chet's spot. It's okay, Eric. Let me tell you, this camera in one hand can really mess with a guy. Can't think right. Why is there rubber on my floor? Gonna have to have another talk.
This chain drives the row unit gearboxes. I drained the oil out previously, but it was low on oil, so I think we got a leak. We'll get everything shaped up, try to check out this gasket, make sure that it doesn't leak anymore, and put it all back together. We are still working on the corn head, but I'm gonna flip these gathering chains from one side to the other and take the other one, put it on that side. Just trying to extend the life on them a little bit. These rollers are wearing unevenly because they've always stayed on one side. It's about 200 bucks to replace one gathering chain, so 400 per row. John Deere offers a kit that replaces your gathering chains, your sprockets, and these polymer slides. They come as a cast piece now. That's only 500 bucks. So you go from 400 to 500 and you get a lot more stuff. So that's probably what we'll do in the future. For now, we're just trying to extend the life of the gathering chains themselves. When you do this, you want to stagger the paddles, or however you'd call them, on the gathering chains so that it goes every other one. You don't want them coming up together and pushing into each other, and it won't pull the cob up into the head as well.
Well, today Twin Valley came out and they delivered us some truck tires. We've got ourselves 16 grippers for the rear of the semi-tractors and some trailer tires. I wish they were all put on. I'll have to get the big suite on that, but not this week. And they're out back working on 4230 tire. Started leaking fluid. I leave for 5 minutes and he takes my job. Okay, here we go. 4230 has got some new rubber on her. 38-inch tall, 18.438. She's never gonna be so fast. Here you got the old 34-inch rims in pretty good shape. Little wire brushing, be just fine. You guys want to buy these things, you sure could. They are for sale. I think they're around $280, $300 brand new. Will sell, discounted price. Here we got the leftover fluid. We put radial tires back on. We're gonna hopefully not need the fluid in there for traction. Dad's very concerned. New tires on the 8520 because the guy that bought the tractor said, let's do her. He does it right. No cheap cuts with that guy. So now, we've got these old 34-inch, 18.4, 34. I don't know if you can see it. One really nice one, no problems. The inner tube is still good. But the other one that was leaking, there is a little bit of inside tire damage that is causing the tube to fail. So I don't know. We've been fixing on them every 2 years or so. We have to repair this one with a new tube. So I'm sure that's junk. But one good tire, one good tube. And then we do have the takeoffs from the 8520. I don't know if you can see that. Two of them might be worth something, but the other two, this one's shot, that one's shot, but those other two might be good for duals. 480, 80, R50. That is what them other two bigger ones are. Anybody interested? I have no idea what they're worth. Okay, for sale. Don't burn up the telephone line. I'm sure that's going to be a hot ticket. And then for those of you that watch Instagram, we had our delivery, which was stuck out in Watertown, South Dakota for over a week. Yeah, I've been calling looking for my new truck fenders because of the deer damage. Well, here they are. But I won't go and show you the pallet or what's left of the pallet, but it was quite a scene. But we got her. A few pieces of palleting even inside the pallet. I tell you what. Think UPS would send that out? Thought I heard something. Oh, I can't park here. There's a truck that's going here. This looks like a good spot. Man, I like that thing. Everybody else does too. Gotta have one. Oh, I'm gonna miss this tractor. Shouldn't have sold it. What was I thinking? Let everybody talk me into something like selling my 8520. Why would I do that? No, Eric, I'm coming out. Open that door up more. No, I say open it. There you go. The guys are loading corn down there. That's who's talking. How is somebody talking? I'll park this in the old shop. That way Dad can come out too and sit in her for one last time. Got new tires on here, so I suppose the guy that bought it's gonna want to come get it now. They're down there loading. It's gonna be one of the last times I put that steering wheel up. This stairway you don't need to back down. It's already safe. I don't like steep stairways. See this? The government juice? This tractor, that didn't need that. We're gonna clean the floor drain out, show you how fun this is. This is called a U-drain. That's some good smelling stuff, let me tell you. Here's the problem. Everything you wash, this whole length goes into that little bitty dinger. I don't know what would be better, but you know there's gotta be something better. I'm not knocking the floor drain. I like the floor drain with that little crevice there. It's gotta be a better way. There we go, one-handed. Oh man, that's good stuff. That is good stuff. Look at that. Oh yeah. I almost slipped in it. Down, there we go. Up, run, disgusting. you get the gist of it. I just don't know how to improve on something like that. For those of you that are familiar with the term hairpin flush, that's right. Those that know, they know. If I were to design my own floor drain, I'd have to have the old hog house hairpin flush. So in other words, you'd have something like this, except you'd have a plug in the bottom. You'd actually hold back maybe 400 gallons, and then you'd pull that plug out and you'd flush it all out. I've already talked too long. You'll have to Google hairpin flush. I'm over salivating just thinking of the idea. I gotta go now. This just might be enough for today. So share, like, and subscribe. And Chet, you can hurry on home with healthy Nikki back, right? Healthy Nikki. Thoughts with you.